Welcome to the Weekday Report for Friday, July 11th. I'm Jeffrey Zampanti. Here's a brief look at the news. The newly annexed land near the Interstate already has a tenant. Uline, the packaging materials company headquartered in Pleasant Prairie, said Thursday it will buy 200 acres on the west side to move its Midwest distribution center from Waukegan to Kenosha. Construction on the site near Interstate 94 and Highway 142 will begin next year. The move will bring 475 jobs to Kenosha, although the company said employees in Waukegan will be able to move with the company. The Kenosha Police and Fire Commission listened to nearly 8 hours of testimony Thursday for a hearing involving the possible termination of city firefighter Matthew Spidell. Spidell, a 7-year department veteran, took the stand without legal representation and admitted to operating emergency vehicles without a valid driver's license and refuted claims he lied about his residency. The commission adjourned and agreed to resume the hearing on Tuesday, when it will enter a closed session and provide a verdict. Fire Chief John Thompson and Deputy Chief John Poltrock have both recommended Spidell's termination. U.S. Coast Guard Station Kenosha held a change of command ceremony Thursday as Senior Chief Colleen McCarthy turned over the helm to Senior Chief Joseph Svendsen. McCarthy announced her retirement, capping off her 21-year career in the Coast Guard in Kenosha, where she became the station's 34th commander in May of 2009 and earned the distinction of being the first female officer in charge. Music on the Border wowed a crowd of hundreds of spectators at Central High School Thursday night as 7 drum corps from nearby and across the nation took the field for a 3-hour show. Among the performers were the 10-time world champion cadets from Allentown, Pennsylvania. The event, in its 4th year, is a fundraiser for the Central Music Program. Peanut Butter and Jam made its 2014 debut on Thursday. Joe Ward filed this report.
I'm Joe Ward here in Veterans Memorial Park right outside City Hall, where a Michigan band, the Ragbirds, are kicking off the 13th annual Peanut Butter and Jam concert series. The series started just a couple minutes ago at 11:30 Thursday and will run through August 28th. There'll be 2 sets of shows each Thursday. For the Kenosha News, I'm Joe Ward.
Thanks, Joe. What's trending today? Kenosha native Mark Ruffalo has received an Emmy nomination for his acting on HBO's AIDS drama, The Normal Heart. What's your favorite Ruffalo role from over the years? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Joe Potente with Facebook feedback.
Kenosha News Facebook followers chimed in on a wide range of topics this week. Among them, about Governor Walker's contention that his likely Democratic opponent, Mary Burke, wasted $12.5 million when she was involved in providing a development grant for a yet unrealized Abbott development in Pleasant Prairie in 2006. Dan Prescher said it was Walker's policies that stopped Abbott from developing there. Chad Giles said, how can she run a whole state if she can't write a grant the right way? And Tom Baltish said corporate welfare lives on both sides of the aisle. We asked about Alderman David Bogdala's proposal to leave OWI convictions on bartenders' license applicants' records forever, rather than removing them after 5 years. This is a little overboard, said Jennifer Helen Swinyard. Joe Edmark said, if drug convictions are on for life, so should drunk driving convictions. And Rick Pirangeli said, I think an alderman shouldn't serve more than 5 years. Lastly, people had plenty to say about whether illegal fireworks were a problem in their neighborhoods around the 4th of July. Joe Sanchez said, one weekend out of the year to celebrate doesn't hurt. Linda Gadwell-Knutson said, don't mind regular fireworks around, but not the M80s, and not after midnight. And Latrice Langston said, to be honest, I love fireworks any time of the year. Add your 2 cents to the conversation by going to facebook.com/Kenosha News. This is Joe Potente. Back to you, Jeff.
Thanks, Joe. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Deneen Smith sat down for an in-depth interview with incoming Kenosha Unified Superintendent Sue Savaglio Jarvis. Look for the story in Sunday's Kenosha News. And this week's Sunday Choice package is a look I took at boating safety. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Jeffrey Zampanti with the Weekday Report.